Hey everybody, Mikey here, and we are going to review a controller today. I did pick up both versions of this controller at my local GameStop, and I thought I would review one, or do just an overall review of the Victrix Pro BFG controller. So right out of the box, comes with a really nice case. All the goodies in there. But those of you who watch the channel know that I play a lot of fighting games. Like a lot of fighting games. And the cool thing about this controller is that it's modular, so you can change things around however you see fit. But it's got a really cool add-on feature, and I want to show that to everybody, because right now it's in like FPS controller style. But if you do some quick modding here, as I'm going to do it on the fly, as I'm talking to you all, you can turn this into a fight pad style controller. And to me, that is awesome, because it allows me to have a controller that I can take from one genre into another and just pretty much, plug and play all the way. I just detached the FPS style plate from it. Sorry about the blurriness there. And now I'm going to put in the fight pad style plate on it right here. And I'm just going to pop that in. And then while I do that, I just tighten the little bolts right here. Comes with the handy little screwdriver to do it. Or, well, it's actually a hex bolt, or Allen key, but just turn the little things real quick. It's super simple. Don't overturn them though. And boom, fight pad. Even says fight pad right there. And if you want to play opposite with your right or your left thumb being the down pad, you can even switch which one of these go everywhere. You can even flip them around. So let's say you're like more of into the PlayStation layout and you don't want to have the joysticks high, you can flip it so they're low. And if, let's just say you're a Nintendo Switch fan and you want, the Wii U fan, and you want both of the thumbsticks up in the air, you can even do that, which is a little bit weird, but some people, you can do it this way too. You can have it up there, you can flip them, you can have them offset, you can have them whichever way you want. And to me, more options better, I guess. But I played a little bit with this controller now. Sorry about that. I'll also show you that this one has switches and stuff on the back that you can do different stuff with. The coolest thing about this version of the controller is that it can be played with wireless or wired by flipping a switch on the back, left or right. And they give you a nice 12-foot cable. This cable is monstrously long. To, just to play with whatever you want. Plug directly in the console, and you're good to go. And it comes with some other accessories too that you can use to, change or manipulate it however you want. I'm mainly going to be using it for the fight pad exception, but for those people who are super into their sniping and stuff, it comes with different size joysticks. Or for the people who like to hit the melee button super fast and FPSs, it comes with the short nub joystick, which I'll pop out real quick right here. 1, 2, 3. So it has different varieties of accessories that you can swap in and out whenever you need. And that's pretty cool to me. It comes with the wireless adapter too. Also comes with different expansion things. So if you want to switch them out on the stick, you can make it so it's hexagonal. Kind of like the GameCube C-Stick. That's the best way for me to, that I know how to, describe that. But I thought that it was finally cool that somebody made a controller that allowed you to go into the different genres and just do like a few little swaps and you'd be good. So another cool thing about this controller to me is that, let's just say you don't want to use this D-pad. Looks kind of weird, up, down, left, right. You can do a traditional style D-pad, or for the fighting gamers, they have a fighting game D-pad. And super easy to install and play with. As I just popped one off, I'm going to put the new one in just real quick. Push it down, lock it in place. Boom, ready to go. Super easy to use and very, very functional, in my opinion. I am super excited to have purchased this controller for myself, and one also for the wife. And she hasn't got to use hers yet very much, so I will let her hop on a video one of these days and tell y'all what she thinks about it. But for me, it is a blessing to be able to go from one genre of game to the next and use a controller that's comfortable and just super easy to pick up and play. And so it gets high reward or high praise for me in that department. But my review on it is, so far from what I've played with it, it's a good 9.5 out of 10 on the controller scale for me. It is very comfortable. It is very responsive, which is immediately a nice thing. The fact that you can change the layout so easy, it's just great. The one thing I will say that holds it back is that sometimes I feel like, and it happened 2 or 3 times, I feel that hitting the bumpers on it are really, really sensitive. And I'm not saying that's necessarily a bad thing. It's just they're very close together. And I could see people getting frustrated if they're hitting them in the middle of a match. Now, it's just a little thing for me, because in that regard, because of the fact that I know that I can go into the settings and turn them off. But if you're somebody who just wants to hop in a game and play, sometimes you might not necessarily want to do that. You just want to play the game and, be able to jump and play. And I can understand people's frustration. That I guess I'll say it this way. I can understand that some people would be frustrated. I'm not. And literally in the time I was just talking, I switched it back to FPS mode. So, fantastic controller. They're not cheap, I'll say that, but I feel you get a good value for what you're buying. With that being said, that's my review. It's a good 9.5 out of 10 for a controller, for a Pro style controller. I did end up buying both the Xbox and the PlayStation variant of this controller. The Xbox version does the same things as this. This is just a phenomenally made controller. It's the best way for me to say it. If the back buttons were so close together, this controller could possibly be a 10 out of 10. But in its current standing, it's just super good to play with. It's super comfortable in my hands. Allows me to do a lot of different functions. It's got the switch on here to switch it between PS4, PS5, and PC, which is immediately a nice thing. Because if you want to go play an old PS4 fighting game, or not necessarily an old one, but some fighting game tournaments that I've been to, they run games on PS4 and then they run them on PS5. So it's really easy just to flip the little switch on it and just get right back into the game. But with all that being said, thank you for watching. Thank you all for being awesome. Thank you all for your support. We'll catch you on the next video. And as always, play video games, have fun, stay safe, and I'll catch you all later.